Hello everyone, and welcome back. It is time to tap the maple trees. As soon as I get the heat turned up in here a little bit. Well, like I was saying, it's time to get the maple trees tapped. Melissa and I, we were going to take off this morning and go up to Lake of the Woods with the new wheelhouse and fish for 2 days, come back on Tuesday. But yesterday it got to 43 degrees, everything is sloppy, and they're saying that the ice is still good up there, but it's just like everything was telling us not to go for the last couple days. Like, she put food in the refrigerator that we bought for the trip, and then, you know, the wheelhouse ran out of, I took out all of the propane tanks and put all new propane tanks in it, and, you know, the furnace fired up and everything, but then the refrigerator didn't. So 2 pizzas and a thing of breakfast sausages got ruined, some ham got ruined. There was just all kind of little things, just saying, you know, just wait. She ordered a fan to go on the wall just above the back heater because the other one that's in there is broken. And she thought it was just this little fan like this. It's a big fan like this that mounts to the wall. So yesterday it was like, you know, that's a long fish house, and it's, you know, we're getting to the last third of March right now, so ice could start to get bad. Anyway, we just decided not to go. So it's like, okay, I'm going to do the tent winter trip this week. She still has Monday, Tuesday off work here, so I think I'll go up Wednesday, Thursday, come home Friday. But I want to get the trees tapped. Yesterday, like I said, it was 43. I think I woke up this morning, it was 16. Today it's going to get up to 39. Then it's going down to 11. And then there's like 27 degrees for the high, 5 for the low, and then 27 and 5. We're not going to get anything those days, but at least I can get them out there. When I went up to L&M a while back, I've been buying stuff like these pre-filters later in the season. You can get, you know, quite a few pours out of these, but then it gets to the point where you just can't use them anymore. So I bought a few of these. I have a few that I bought last year, but later in the season, then you can't find them anymore. Got another one of these Orlon cone filters, which are very expensive. I do have another new one in there. They're like 40 bucks. And these are those, if you guys watched the previous video, instead of doing the buckets this year, I went to get more buckets. And I apologize if you already watched that one. But these were like $5.95 a piece, and the covers for them were $2.49. And then I was going to do like a hose and go into the tree. Well, then I looked at these, and these were $5.95. And these were like $8.99 for a dozen of the bags. It's like, it's cheaper for me to do this route. I just don't want bugs to get in, and so I just went with this. I don't want to tap, you know, 60 trees this year or anything. I have a lot of syrup still in the basement from when I did it a couple of years ago. Which you can kind of see down there. I've got 32 half pints of maple syrup that are just in the jars. And then I have some of the bottles upstairs that look like a maple leaf. So we don't use that much syrup, and unless you're going to sell it at like a farmer's market, it's illegal to sell it, you know, and send it in the mail. So Melissa, she prefers regular maple syrup that you get from the store. It's sweeter. And we don't have pancakes or waffles or anything that much. I do like to use it on ham as a glaze and everything, but I guess all I'm saying is I don't need a ton of maple syrup because I still have a ton of maple syrup. But I do want to do it for sure. I mean, I've got the slab wood is, you know, cut up. It's in that little shed on the front side of the workshop here. So yeah, I do want to get them tapped. I have a good time doing that. Oh good, I got a couple more of these pre-filters. Oh, I forgot I bought this here because still don't know if these are long enough, but one of my ice augers, the rubber piece on it broke. So I bought a new one. How will I ever remember where this is next year? I better put this with the fishing stuff right now. Well, it looks like I have 9 of these, and I don't know why I would have bought 9. Maybe there's still one in my truck. I have absolutely no clue how they work. So I guess I'll have to look at the bags to see. Exactly how they go together. How to use your sap bags. Step 1, put the blue sap bag inside the oval ring and lap it over the edges about 3 inches. Tuck underneath the ring so it's wrapped all the way around. Step 2, slide the ring into the channel on the bottom of the holder. There's a lot of sharp edges. You'd think that it would cut the bag. Well, I did go out to my truck and found the last of the 10th one. There we go. This thing here will go into the tree. This will hang like this on it, and it'll drip in there. I just took the snowmobile and ran the loop just to see how I can get in there. I wouldn't mind tapping more because, you know, I have buckets, other buckets and stuff here, but right now that snow is so deep, I just went, you know, drove along and then walked off to get to the tree. I'm just going to do ones I can get up to. And it's like, you know, between your knee and your, like halfway up your thigh. It's deep. So, because there's that one spot where I would go and then stop and then would walk in and do all those trees that have all, you know, they really produce a lot, but not yet. 2 years ago I started it out with the snowmobile and then was with using the four-wheeler shortly thereafter. And now there's just no way. I usually, my trail cameras, I have about this high and they're about this far off the snow right now. So it's pretty deep. Now I'm going to get these ready. I went and when I came back I hooked up the sled. And if I can get that done before lunchtime, we'll run out and get these put in. Brandon's making seafood lasagna. It has crab meat in it, crawfish tails, I don't know what else, but I just was in there and it smells really good. It seems to work better, and I think this is what the directions said. If you wrap this around and then tuck it back up underneath, and I think that's what you're supposed to do. It goes into here a lot easier. Yeah, I like that better. Now that I got all those done, check and get all these ready. .5/16 bit. I'm pretty sure that's what I used last year. I'm going to go in and see how much time until lunch, which will probably be a little bit. It's only 10 minutes after 11. And then maybe we'll run out and do this right now. Right in here is where I would walk in, and there's 8 or 10 trees that I tapped a couple of years ago, and they really produce good, but I don't have a trail cut in there yet. So, you know, after the snow starts melting, I can get in here and I can tap more trees if I want to. But right now, you're good walking on the snowmobile trail, and it's starting to melt around the trees if you just take a couple steps in. But if I go in here, it's this deep, and I'm not going to walk through there to tap those trees. If I remember right, I tapped that one last year, but I didn't get hardly anything out of it. And I can't tap the south side of it because it's got all them little ones growing. So I think we'll just move on down the line. Those 2 trees right there are really good producers, but I'm not going to get in there right now. 3 more to go. Right here is where it tees right here. This is the newer trail that I made a couple years ago, but I haven't driven back there. There's a good 8 or 10 trees back there that can be tapped also, but I'm just staying on the main trail. I think we'll leave that one alone for now. I have one more, and I think there's a tree up there that's right on the trail. I actually have 3 right here that I could have tapped, but only have 1 left for now. I'm being a little more conscious this year of getting it on the south side. This one here last year I tapped on, or 2 years ago, on this side, and get that morning sun over here. Oh, there we go. 10 trees tapped. We'll drive through. It's supposed to get up to 39 today, so we'll run through this afternoon and just see if anything's dripping yet. A lot of places, you know, are already done pretty much with their collecting sap for this year, and it just hasn't even started here yet. Well, like I said, we'll check it this afternoon. It's a few minutes after 7 in the evening. Let's run around the loop and just check and see if anything dripped in there today. My weather thing said it got to 39. Right now it's dropped down to about 33. So if they're running, they should have ran some today.
happening on that one. I don't think there's anything happening there either. Nope, still dry. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. That snowmobile was not running very good the very last part of this thing. I don't know if one of the spark plugs is fouling up because I can't really open it up too much out there. I don't know, it just putzed back in here this last little bit. The trees definitely are not running yet. It's a lot of snow on the ground. Melissa and I are going to do an overnight stay in the new fish house. I'll see you guys on the next video.